This is the Mesquite Citizen Journal, Barbara Elistad, and we're here today with Councilman Craig Hafen, Mesquite City Council. And we're kind of doing a look back of the first 100 days that he's been sitting on the dais every other Tuesday afternoon, and get his thoughts on some of the issues that the council has tackled and some of the upcoming issues that they're going to have to make decisions about. So Craig, now that you've been in office for about 100 days, how does it look from the inside as opposed to the campaign trail?
Well, there's always, depending on your view of things and which angle you look at it, there's always a different perspective. I try to stay involved in Mesquite government affairs and the things that are going on with the different issues. I think overall, I think the council is, I think we work together, we analyze things. There's a lot of great questions that are asked that help stimulate thought on my behalf. We have tackled a lot of things. The citizens, with the vote to change the vote to the general cycle, the national cycle. I didn't vote for that, but it was overwhelmingly supported by the citizens, and hey, if that's what the citizens want, that's what the citizens get. We did that. We've done some other things.
Yeah, talk to us about some of the other changes that you've been a part of. You've been a very vocal proponent of opening tech reviews to the public. The airport environmental impact study you voted to suspend, and you were part of the movement to rescind the code of conduct. So talk to us about some of those changes that you have been a part of.
Well, the tech review, when I said it, I think it needs to be opened up to the public, and we did that. I think it's been beneficial to not only the public but to us as a council to be able to have input in the technical review. We've determined that we're not going to have placeholders, which we don't want any. We're either going to have the agenda lined up or we're not going to go forward with it. And I think that's been a positive thing for the citizens, been an input, something they wanted. The EIS with the airport, I said that thing needed to be put on ice. That was one of my first questions when I sat down with the Furman Group and Link Browder and some of those people that are our lobbyists, and explained to it, had it explained to me, and they saw no problem with it, and we're moving forward with that. I think that's in the best interest of the city. It's suspended. We can pick it up at whatever time if we deem it's necessary, but we're not going to spend a lot of time, effort, and money on that.
Yeah.
The code of conduct, just felt like that as an elected official, I know how to treat people. I think the other members of the council and the mayor, we all do. And I think that we didn't need that. It was not something to get back at the previous council or anything like that. It was just one of those things that, we have guidelines, ethical guidelines, and the citizens will determine if we're out of line, and they can take care of that in the manner they deem necessary. So I think we've tried to tackle the issues and go forward, and it's been good.
Okay. You mentioned a lot during the campaign back in the spring that you were very concerned about the city's financial situation. How does it look to you now? They just finalized the last fiscal year. We're still almost $1 million in the hole. So give us some thoughts about the city's finances.
Well, when we first got elected, we had an off-site with all the department heads, went through some things. We were able to have an interaction discussion with those individuals, talk about their departments, what they were over, how they were going to manage the budgets. Kind of gave us some, hopefully it was clear direction. We felt like that they understood that, we wanted to really kind of watch what we spend our money on. I still maintain that, and I think for the most part, from my perspective, we will not deficit spend. There will be no, it'll be a balanced budget, and I've heard that from a number of those that sit on the council and the mayor. I think the staff's doing a great job that way. From what I'm seeing right now, I think it's trending positively as far as how things are coming in.
Okay.
And so, I think it's positive. We get staffs, they're conscious of those things and realize that, if we don't have it, we're not going to spend it.
Okay. But developing budgets and making spending decisions in the past seems to be kind of a seat of the pants affair. And at various times the mayor has talked about improving these processes by using more quantitative measures in the spending decisions. Have you explored that, or do you have some different ideas going forward?
Well, I think that the department heads understand what's been how it's been handled in the past. I think they understand how we're going to look at it in the future. I think a lot of those things, it's communication. The missed signals and the misdirection, sometimes people really aren't clear. Hopefully we've sent a clearer message that, you guys are responsible. You need to go through this thing and analyze it. I've sat down with some of the department heads and really got some great feedback on how they intend to meet their budgets, eliminate some of the the fluff. I told them if there's things they need, we need to make sure we take care of the health, safety, and welfare of the citizens. However, those things that are just fluff and frills, we need to really start taking a look at that. And I think these we have some great staff that are doing that. I think part of it is to start the budget processes early, not just when the deadlines come. And I think that's something that's been initiated with the mayor and the new council. It's a constant concern. We're constantly talking to Mr. Empey. He does a fine job with his department, with the finances. He has a lot of information, and he's on top of things. And so I think it's trending the right way, and hopefully with the way the economy is, I mean, we still need to ride this thing out. I'm hopeful it'll turn, but it's not turning right away.
Okay. Well, you just mentioned, some of the frills, or making sure that people have what they need in City Hall, and I think all of the citizens agree with that. But I also think that a lot of citizens think there are some frills, some fluff. What are some of those, in your opinion?
Well, during the campaign, it was talked of the car allowances, phone allowances. There's some things that we really need to look at, and those things were previous council did, and we're honoring that.
Yeah.
And I think that it's every department. I don't know that there's one specific thing that we can look at. I think just generally we need to be concerned of the things that really are not necessary at this time. And we're still trying to get up to speed on all the different ways that money's spent, and there's a lot, but the department heads are aware of that, and we're trying to do our best to ensure that every citizen is their money spent in the proper manner.
Okay.